abandoned and stray animals are brought in and sheltered with the care and love. That's why they named it Vatsalya. I'm with Mr. Suresh now. So Suresh sir, welcome sir. Welcome to my show.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
ಸರ್, ನೀವು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ವರ್ಷದಿಂದ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀರಾ?
ಸರ್, ನಾನು 2008 ಜುಲೈಯಿಂದ ನಾನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಜಾಯ್ನ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ತನಕ ಇಲ್ಲೇ ವರ್ಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.
ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಎನಿಮಲ್ಸ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಬಂತು?
ಮುಂಚಿಂದಲೂ ಸರ್ ನನಗೆ ಆಸೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಒಂದು NGO ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ಅವುಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಮೂಕ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಒಂದು ಆರೈಕೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ನನ್ನ ಮನಸ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬಂತು. ಸೊ ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ನನಗೆ ಒಂದು ನೆಲೆ ಸಿಕ್ತು. ಸೊ ಆಗಿನಿಂದಲೂ ಈಗಲೂ ತನಕ ನಾನು ಇವುಗಳ ಸೇವೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ ಬಂದೆ.
ಸರ್, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ ಟೀಮ್ ಅಂತ ಇದೆ, ಅಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ರಕ್ಷಿಸುವಂಥ ಒಂದು ಟೀಮ್ ಇದೆ.
ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್.
ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರೂ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೋದು ಸರ್, ನೀವು ರಕ್ಷಿಸಿದಂಥದ್ದು?
ಸರ್, ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ. ಇನ್ ಕೇಸ್ ರೋಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ತಗೊಳ್ತೇನೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಮತ್ತು ಬಾವಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದದ್ದೊಂದೂ ಇದೆ.
ಓಕೆ.
ಸೊ ಮತ್ತು ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ರೋಡ್ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಜಾಸ್ತಿನೇ ಬರ್ತದೆ ನಮಗೆ. ಸಪೋಸ್ ಈಗ ಸುರತ್ಕಲ್ಲು ಅಥವಾ ಮುಕ್ಕ ತಡಂಬೈಲಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಒಂದು ನಾಯಿಗೆ ಈಗ ಒಂದು ಬಸ್ಸು, ಕಾರು, ಬೈಕು ಹೊಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋದಾಗ ಸೊ ಅದು ನರಳ್ತಿರ್ತದೆ ರೋಡಲ್ಲಿ. ಸೊ ಯಾರಾದರೂ ಜನ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೇವ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇಳಿ ಹೋಗುವವರು ನಿಲ್ಲಿಸಿ ಅದನ್ನು ಸೈಡ್ಗೆ ಹಾಕಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಆಗ ಆ ಜನ ಅವ್ರ ಹತ್ರ ಕೆಲವೊಮ್ಮೆ ನಮ್ಮ ನಂಬರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ಥಳೀಯರ ಹತ್ರ ಸಹ ಕೇಳಿ ತಗೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯನಿಮಲ್ ಕೇರ್ ಈ ಥರ ಈಗ ನಾಯಿ ಬೋರ್ದುಂಟು, ಸೊ ಈಗ ಏನಾದರೂ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥೆ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು ಅಂಥೇಳಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ಸೀದಾ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ ಈ ಥರ ಆಗಿದೆ ನಾಯಿಗೆ, ಒಂದು ಬರ್ಬೋದಾ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಡೀಟೇಲ್ಸು, ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಅದರದ್ದು ನಾಯಿದು ಫೋಟೋಸ್ ಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಕೇಳಿ ಸಂಗ್ರಹಿಸಿ, ಸೊ ವಿತಿನ್ ನಮಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಜಲ್ದಿ ಆಗ್ತದೆ ನಾಯಿ ಕಂಡೀಷನ್ ನೋಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊಂಟ ಹೋಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಬ್ಲೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ, ಸೊ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದರೂ ತುಂಬ ಹೆವಿ ಪೇನಲ್ಲಿ ನರಳ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ. ಸೊ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಅವರಿಗೆ ನಾವೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ಸೈಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಲಗಿಸಿ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನೀರು ಕೊಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಶೇಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಆದಷ್ಟು ನೆರಳಿನಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿ, ಮಳೆಗಲ್ಲಲ್ಲಿದ್ದಾಗ ಮಳೆಯಿಂದ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಶೇಡಿಗೆ ಹಾಕಿರಿ, ನೆನೆದೇ ಇರುವಂಥ ಜಾಗದಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕಿರಿ. ಆ ನಂತರ ನಾವು ಹೋಗ್ತೇವೆ 2 ಗಾಡಿ ಅಥವಾ 1 ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು, 2 ಗಾಡಿ ಅಗತ್ಯ 1 ಗಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು. ಸೊ ನಾವೊಂದು ಓಮಿನಿ ಇದೆ ನಮ್ಮ, ಸೊ ಆಕ್ಸಿಡೆಂಟ್ ಕೇಸು ಓಡದೇ ಇರೋದಲ್ಲ. ಸೊ ಆ ಥರ ಓಮಿನಿ ತಗೊಂಡು, ಸೊ ನಾವು ಸ್ಟ್ರೆಚ್ಚರ್ ಮುಖಾಂತರ ತಗೊಂಡು ನಾವು ಓಮಿನಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ. ಓಮಿನಿಗೆ ಶಿಫ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡ್ ನಾವಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಬಿಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಏನೇನು ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ನಾವು. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಏಡಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡ್ತೇವೆ, ಮಾಡಿದ ನಂತರ ಸೀದಾ ಗಾಡಿಲಿದ್ದು ಬರ್ತೇವೆ. ಸೊ ಆದ ನಂತರ ಸರ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡಿ ಮುಂದಿಂದೇನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇನಾ, ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನು, ಅಥವಾ ಏನು ಫ್ರ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಖಾಲಿ ಡ್ರೆಸ್ಸಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾ, ಖಾಲಿ ಸ್ಕ್ರ್ಯಾಚ್ ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ, ಪೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ನರಳ್ತಿದ್ದದ್ದು ನಾಯಿ ಅಥವಾ ಬೆಕ್ಕು. ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿಂದಲೇ ಪೇನ್ ಕಿಲ್ಲರ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟು ಬರುವಾಗ ನಾಯಿ ಎದ್ದಿದ್ದೂ ಇದೆ. ಶಾಕಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲವು ಸೊಂಟ ಮುರಿದಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಆ ಥರ ಕೇಸಸ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಾಕ್ಟ್ರ್ ಗಮನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಂದು ಅದು ಎಕ್ಸ್ರೇ, ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನು, ಮುಂದಿನ ಕ್ರಮ ಇಲ್ಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ಮೇಲೆ. ಸೊ ಆದಷ್ಟು ನಾವು ಜಲ್ದಿನೇ ಅಂದರೆ ವಿತಿನ್ ಹಾಫ್ ಆನ್ ಅವರ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಹತ್ರ ನಾವು ವಿತಿನ್ 10 minutes 5 minutes ಹೋದದ್ದು ಇದೆ ರೆಸ್ಕ್ಯೂ.
So really it's a wonderful.
Thank you, sir.
It is not only Vatsalya, because it's only because of Vatsalya you can do that. If you have affection towards the animal, only those people can take care of these animals. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
I'm with Mr. Bharat Jain. He is one of the trustees of the Animal Care Trust. So let's know more about this place. Bharat ji, namaste.
नमस्ते
सर जी, आप कैसे जुड़ गए सर जी? आपको जानवर से कैसे प्यार हो गया?
मैं कल्याण जी करके हैं,
Okay.
उनके साथ जुड़ा। फिर मैडम का पता चला तो 2005 से मैं ये ट्रस्ट से जुड़ गया।
2005 मतलब 15 साल।
15 साल हो गए। जी जी।
Okay.
और ये बहुत ही अच्छा काम कर रहे हैं।
Okay.
और जस्ट लाइक एनिमल के एक माँ कैसे हैं, ऐसा माँ के जैसा ये उनको पाल रहे हैं। और कहीं पे भी तकलीफ हो, कोई भी एनिमल्स का कहीं पे भी एक्सीडेंट हो, कुछ भी हो, ये आधी रात को भी केयर करते, कोई नहीं है तो खुद ही जाके रेस्ट करके वो यहाँ लेके आते हैं।
क्योंकि मैंने देखा सर जी, क्योंकि मैंने ये जगह देखा और उन्होंने बताया कि क्या काम करते हैं आप लोग, ये बहुत
और
बढ़िया काम। आप कुछ स्टोरी बताना चाहते हैं?
और उसके साथ जैसे ये एडवोकेट भी है, वकील भी है।
वकील भी है।
हाँ, तो एक बार ऐसा केस आया था कि जो गायों को
हाँ।
जो लेके जाते ना कत्ल खाने में,
ओके।
तो उनको गवर्नमेंट पकड़ लेती तो गौशाला को दे देती। गौशाला में 6 महीना 1 साल रहते थे, फिर वो क्लेम वापस छुड़ा लेते। वो तो क्लेम करने को अच्छी गायों को लेके जाते कि ये नहीं, ये हमारी है। तो मैडम ने आइडिया किया
अच्छा
जो जितने दिन गौशाला में रहती है ना उसका चार्ज कौन देगा? आप चार्ज भरो।
सही है।
जब 50-60,000 चार्ज हो जाता है
जैसे दिन के हिसाब से।
हाँ, दिन के हिसाब से।
ओके।
तो जब उनको चार्ज का पता चलता कोर्ट आदेश देता 60,000 पे करो, गाय लेके जाओ, तो कोई वापस आता ही नहीं, लेने कोई नहीं
लेने को नहीं आता,
लेने कोई
क्योंकि वो
नहीं।
बड़ा
तो,
अमाउंट है।
तो गाय बच जाती है।
और इसलिए आप इस तरह से आप गाय
गायों को ये मैं बचा लेते हैं। ये वकील का पैसा भी इनमें काम आता है।
रियली बहुत अच्छा स्टोरी है
बहुत अच्छा लगा आपसे
थैंक्स
मुझे।
सर, बहुत थैंक्स। Hello everyone, welcome to Gyan Talks. As you know, Gyan Talks is a platform where I interview unsung heroes of the society who share their stories, struggles and achievements. Today we have Mrs.Suma R Nayak with us. Welcome ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah. Mrs. Suma is one of the trustees of Animal Care Trust, ACT. She has been caring and sheltering abandoned and stray animals for many years. Let's know more about her and the Animal Care Trust today. Ma'am, welcome once again.
Thank you.
So, I want my viewers to know everything about you. Let's start from your childhood life and education life.
Basically, I did my education starting at Hospet and then Bangalore, Madras, and then finally Mangalore.
Okay.
I'm a lawyer by profession, and by passion, I'm an animal lover.
Okay.
The love for animals runs in the family. My mother, my father, on my maternal side, most of us are animal lovers.
Okay.
But it not only extends to our pets, but also to stray animals. And my first experience with animal welfare was in hospital when I was hardly, I think, 7-8 years old.
Whoa.
When a stray dog delivered in our community, and it was raining heavily. My mother tells me the story, and as she was delivering, I was picking the puppies and bringing them to the shade. That was my first rescue. It started off at 6 to 7 years of age.
Oh, very good one. Really.
So then started with my schooling in Bangalore and then Chennai, where I worked again with an animal welfare organization, the Blue Cross of India. During my summer vacations, I used to volunteer with Blue Cross. That is where I had my experience of an animal shelter.
Okay, that's good. That's
And
good.
then I shifted to Mangalore, where I did my BCom Commerce at St. Agnes College, and then did my law with SDM Law College.
Wow.
Yes. That is when in the year 2000 that we started the Animal Care Trust with other trustees at Mangalore.
Okay, that's good, ma'am. That's really good. Ma'am, could you put some lights on your professional life, like professional career, how you started out? Like,
As I said, I came to Mangalore, I did my commerce, BCom at St. Agnes, and then law at SDM Law College. And I did pretty well academically, was a gold medalist.
wow.
Then I started my profession with my seniors, with Mr. Urupa and A.L. Shanai, and then set up my own office. So I did around 15 years of independent practice. Yeah, I worked a lot for animal rights as well as the environment. Basically, I practiced with civil side of law, and then as marriage and welfare for animals took over, so I had to, the profession took a back seat, and currently I've taken a sabbatical from the profession and mainly handling animals and the family, and enjoying every bit of what I'm doing right now.
Wow, that's really great, ma'am. That's really great. Ma'am, I just want to know, what is your best and worst decisions you have ever made in your life?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. Well, because we can't go back in time, you know. Dissecting what? Well, I would say wouldn't say worst decision. But given a chance, if I could go back 20 years, 25 years down the lane, I would choose veterinary sciences as my profession.
Okay.
That would have been a better choice, I think, working with animals down the lane, I realized. But I won't say that choosing advocacy was wrong, because I still fight for the environment and the animals, which has always been my passion. Fight a lot for the trees, saving of the trees, and bird and the animal life, which has given me a lot of strength in my field with animals. But I think yes, I would definitely would want to do veterinary services as my profession, and the best decision would be working with animals.
Wow.
That has been my best decision. Starting a shelter, it has been a challenge. Every day I just think back and say, did I do right? Because every bit of me, every time that I have, I work with them, and there is no personal life as such. There's nothing like I work for myself or do something for myself. It's all like for them, for the family, for the animals, and so whether I did the right thing, then it goes back and say every success case of an animal feeling okay, feeling fine, and feeling happy, getting into a good home. I said yes, this is a very good decision that I did, and I enjoy doing what I'm doing.
Ma'am, this animal care trust, how this came into existence? What made you to start this? Because this is not like something like a business; it is a social work.
Yes.
So, what made you to decide that I should have this?
See, this is a totally volunteer-based organization. It's totally honorary service that we trustees are doing. We have paid staff. Yes, what was the motivating force was when I came to Mangalore to study for my commerce. There was not a single organization, not a single setup, either government or NGO, which would help an animal in distress. See, for example, I have a dog in the house or a cat in the house. If she's sick, yes, there are private vets. I go there, take care of it. But if there's an animal or a bird lying on the road, belonging to nobody, belonging to the community, there was no setup where these animals could be taken or given care, or even given food or water. Which is really surprising, because South Canara district, Dakshin Kannada district, Udupi district is supposed to be filled with compassionate people, but there was no setup where an animal could be helped. A community animal. So that struck me hard, and I said there should be something in Mangalore, that we should have something for animals. So I had already worked with organizations in Madras, and being very young, very enthusiastic, I said it's not going to be difficult to have something set up
Josh
here.
was there.
That Josh was there. And I said yes, let's take it on. So along with my studies in doing my commerce and then law, I did only one thing other than that, was setting up ACT with my other trustees. DrGaneshSPai, Dr. Upadhyaya, Dr. Shivram Karakal, Mr. Charles, GiridharKamath, Bharat Jain. Especially Dr. GaneshSPai has been a tremendous support, as financially as well as morally, helped the organization. And I should not forget to mention my relative, my uncle, late Katpadi Ganeshanai. He was the one who donated the land for the organization. I think all these factors contribute a lot to building the organization, because without a shelter you can't work. This is the practical thing. You help an animal, but where do you take it after that?
Yes.
You can't bring 100 of animals to your house. Okay? So you need to have a setup. So first you need to have a land. Then you need to have buildings. So when you get the support from other sources, that is when the person like I would get the strength to do it. So it is not only me who has built the ACT. All the contributing factors together, it's a teamwork, exactly. Together have built the organization, and today, no doubt, I put my everything to run the shelter. I do the grassroots work, I go to the shelter. But without my trustees, without my volunteers, without my donors, it wouldn't be possible what we are today.
Wow, that's correct, ma'am. Got yours. Ma'am, it is a social work and it is not like a business. As we know, whenever we start something, whether it's a business or a social work, we should know our strengths and weakness. Then only we can succeed. So what is your strength and weakness now?
My main strength would be the unconditional love that I have for my animals. Is that and a positive attitude that any animal in distress can be helped is my main strength, and my belief in God. That has always been my main strength. I'll tell you, Mr. Prashant, that there are days when there was no balance in the bank. Okay, I had to pay a lot of bills. I had to pay staff, I had to pay for the food, you know, and I say, oh God, now from where are we going to pay all this? Okay, and some or the other source would come in to help the organization. Okay, so the belief in God, because what we are doing is God's work.
Right.
Okay, they are His creations.
Yes.
We are only instruments and helping them out through Him.
Right.
Okay, or He's getting the work done through us.
Right.
That's my main belief.
Like we are the mediators.
Exactly. So that is my main strength. That belief that yes, God is there and He will take care. I will do as per His guidance is my main strength. And my family is my main strength. My mother has been, and my aunt has been my pillar of strength, along with my trustees, and now my husband and my family. So, and my father.
Okay.
So they have been a lot of, they have given me a lot of energy and encouragement and support. Support throughout.
I know.
So even after having my kids, running the organization, my mother has taken care so that I can go to the shelter and work there, do my profession.
Okay.
So these are all strengths that build up the person. Yeah, and weakness is that there are very defeating times sometimes. Working against the system, because we are working against the system.
Right.
So many people have this mentality, adu one nayi, adu one dana, adu one pakshi. What you are doing so much? Let it be. Many times people say it's a nuisance. You people are nuisance. What you are helping animals is a nuisance. We don't want them here. They should not sit here. You should not feed there. We don't want desi animals. We want breeds. We don't want a female. We want only a male. See, what I'm saying is that these are all the working issues that we face. And convincing, educating, enlightening people that even they have life, they feel the pain, they have a right to live.
Right.
Because this earth is not only meant for me and you and we humans.
Right.
The plants, the animals, the birds have equal right to live here. Even our very own Indian constitution says, 51A, Article G says, environment and animals should be protected by us. It's our fundamental duty. But many of us just oversee this and say that, Manushyar beku, nanna mane, nanna angala, nanna gaadi, nanna uta, nanna kelasa. So this is what the concept is. So to break this barrier,
That mindset has to be changed. It's very
so
difficult.
very defeating times, huge arguments with people sometimes,
Okay,
phone
that
calls.
heated arguments.
Yes, phone calls. And what pulls you down the most is this constant social media. So right now,
Right.
the phone calls, the social media, the pressure that is put on when we go in for rescues or do our work for ABC program is what is a little demoralizing.
Okay.
But again, my strength always overtakes the weakness,
Yes.
and then the next day I am back with a fresh motivation to work again.
Okay. It just started which year, Mom?
In the year 2000.
2000 is almost 20 years.
Yeah, 20 years
Very
complete.
20 years
For animal
completed.
care
Oh,
trust,
that's
yes.
really great, Mom. Now, Mom, I know what you do here. That is your mission, right? I want to know the vision of ACT.
Yeah. The thing is, ACT definitely needs hands.
Okay.
Now, ACT needs youth to get together. We have a huge volunteer base, no doubt.
Okay.
But everyone is busy with their own profession or their work. Okay, but we need some people to commit their life to animals. So one thing, the need of the hour is we need more, I would say, Sumas and GaneshSPais and Charles or our trustees
Okay.
to start working for animals. Okay, because we are not permanent, alright? So we need to have many more people
Okay.
joining in.
Should continue.
Exactly.
Not
So
stop.
join in
Okay.
ACT to help the organization to branch out. See, now we are restricting our activities only to Mangalore city. Even if I have to go beyond up to Talpadi, I have to be really struggle because in the city we already have huge number of rescue cases and complaints. So the vision of ACT is every single panchayat, every single town municipality, every single corporation, and close up by Puttur, Liadu, Ullal, or Mulki, surrounding areas, Kapur, all these should have at least a basic infrastructure for sick animals. See, there's an accident on NH. Okay? The animal has to be rushed all the way from Udupi, Kapur to Mangalore. She will lose her life by the time she comes.
Yes.
So, what if you have a small setup there which will immediately give the animal rescue? Exactly. You have a government hospital, no doubt. I'm not saying you have primary health centers, but where is the inpatient facility? There's nothing. Even to get a vehicle from that place to Mangalore, people have to struggle. Okay. So, our vision, it's a vision, is that every panchayat should have a small animal shelter equipped with staff, with the doctor, with inpatient wards and facilities, and a small OT. Okay? So animals can, wherever they are in their own space, be helped. It is possible actually, Mr. Prashant. It is that the government has to make up its mind. Okay? Why is it not possible?
It is possible.
Yeah.
Nothing is impossible nowadays, right?
Yeah, since I have this opportunity, every panchayat or every municipality has a veterinary center. Okay? God willing, there is huge space in the premises. Why can't one small space be allotted by the department, by the government, animal husbandry department, to make a facility for stray animals? You have doctors there ready, you have staff, compounders ready.
Yes.
Why don't you tie up with the local people or local NGO or animal lovers there and do a setup there?
It's a good idea, ma'am.
Why can't the government take initiative, allocate a budget for that, and take it under its wing? Why should an NGO take birth? Why should people like me or anybody else leave their profession and start the organization when the government has the department, has the facilities, has the staff, and has the budget to do it? And it is the need of the hour. And another vision is every place there should be animal birth control program. See, because India has a huge stray dog population or a stray cat population. So many people in panchayats and town municipalities always complain saying ನಾಯಿಗಳು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಿದೆ, ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು. But ಏನು ಮಾಡೋದು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ, but ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ animal birth control ಮಾಡಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿಗೆ ಹೇಳಿ, allocate a budget, call for work order to do the work ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ nobody is willing to do it. Everything should be served on a plate and given to you. You take, I will receive and I will eat. That is what the concept is.
Right.
We have been doing animal birth control program for city corporation for the last 15 years.
That's why I wanted to ask you, apart from sheltering these animals, stray animals, what do you do at ACT? What all services like?
So ABC program, which I will come up to during my activities, is a very major program that we are doing in city corporation the last 15 years. Okay? So why can't every panchayat, Puttur, Mulki, Ullal, Tokkot, why can't they do it?
Right.
Why can't, you can't do it, at least call upon us to do it.
Correct.
We can't go all the way to Puttur, we can make a setup for you there and give. So our aim and vision is that every city and panchayat should have the ABC program. Independent, should not depend upon us. So we are willing to help. We are willing to provide training for their staff, their doctors, everything. But there should be a willingness from each department, each panchayat or each town municipality. Even if you go a little away from Mangalore, Neerumarga. I will name, I have nothing against it. Neerumarga. Nobody is going to take up the ABC program. Bachpe. How many dogs do you have? Every panchayat may have 100-150 dogs?
Yes, right.
No, there is no willingness. I have contacted the PDOs, Maravur, Bachpe. Why don't you do? We'll do it at cost. Why don't you do? Budget illa. Where does the budget go? Why can't you allocate? This is a part of the civic work.
Correct.
Why can't it be allocated? Then why do you blame the animals and say rabies ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು, ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳ ಸಂಖ್ಯೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಯಿತು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರೋಗ್ರಾಮ್ ನೀವು ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ? It is a government of India program. It is not ACT program.
Yes.
It is from the government of India that every municipality, every panchayat should do the animal birth control program. That is one of our major activities.
Okay.
So
Okay.
animal, see, ACT started off with animal rescues.
Okay.
So our main program is to help animals immediately in distress. For example, just now I got a call saying a dog in Pandeshwar, pregnant dog, is half delivered. So the baby has got stuck. So now our team will go, rush there, pick up the animal, bring it to the shelter, and even we may have to do a C-section and try to help out in delivery.
Okay.
If left there, that animal will die.
Alright. But
Okay.
now Pandeshwar to your place.
Shaktinagar.
Shaktinagar.
So our staff rescue van will go and pick up the animal and bring it. So this type of rescues is one of our major most important thing for us. That is why the setup was made, to help animals in distress. Accident cases, injury cases, these are our priorities.
Okay.
But this is only for community animals, not for pets.
Okay.
These are not for home animals.
Right.
But these are only for stray animals, stray birds, stray cattle.
Okay.
Another important program right now is our animal adoption program. That is very funny because
Okay.
that's something which I really sometimes feel.
That's
where
what
are
I'm
we?
thinking, because every time you take all the animals,
Yeah.
then it has to, you don't have that much space to
Yeah.
accommodate them, right?
See,
You should have.
See, with larger animals and adult animals, what we do is after rescue, after recovery,
Okay.
we send them back to where they are because we have limited space.
Yes.
But with the younger animals, like we catch a mother who has delivered with her puppies, we have a separate section called Matru Chaya.
Yes.
So she will go there along with her puppies. She will take
saw
care
that
of them.
section
Yeah.
also, yes.
So now those puppies will be ready for adoption. Our idea is we are not sending them back because they have no life on the streets.
Correct.
So our aim is to get them homes. So here goes, we do adoption camp. Before COVID, we used to do our adoption camps. Every month, 3 camps we used to have. People come and take. The funniest part is people come and take. First they say, breed unta. I'm like, okay, breed. Free beko breed. Aita. Second is that, okay, we entirely convince them, see, be Indian, adopt Indian dogs. Namma naigalu rastil saita ide. Why don't you adopt? What is there in breed? It only looks very fancy,
Yes.
but it has all of the hereditary problems: hematoma, kidney problem, liver problem, skin problem, long hair, grooming.
Yes.
I have nothing against breeds. For me, all animals are the
Yes,
same.
correct.
But I believe that our animals should get
Desi
homes.
animals,
Huh.
yeah.
So be Indian, adopt Indian. Okay, convince them. Then next hurdle is gandu unta.
Oh.
Huh. So I said, why? What is the thing gandu? Mari hakodilla, gandu nai barodilla. So
Yeah.
then we educate people. There is something called Santanaharana Shastra Chikitse or animal birth control program.
Yes.
And who cannot afford it, we are even doing it free of cost. Okay?
Same thing like spaying your
Spaying,
newborn.
exactly.
Okay, okay.
So for females, we remove ovaries and uterus.
Okay.
And for males, we remove testicles.
Okay.
So reproductive organ is not there. The releasing of scent or male dogs coming in or a male dog running out is not there.
Right.
So that is done even free of cost for people who can't afford. Yet, people go back on adopting. See, then how can you, really blame the animals on the road saying population increase, then you yourself are not able to accept our dogs.
Correct.
So, we being Indian, I have an Indian dog. Okay, my parents have Indian dogs. All our volunteers have Indian dogs. There's nothing wrong in having Indian dog. Actually, they are the most loving, most faithful, most watchful, and most hassle-free. Because skin problem ಅಷ್ಟೇನು ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಬೇರೆ ಏನು ಡಿಸೀಸ್ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಅಂತ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. They are very sturdy beings for farm homes or watchful animals. And love they give in abundance.
Right.
So
This point should be noted, ma'am. Like audience and viewers, this is the right thing she said. We should love these animals. Don't
Yes.
go behind this,
Yeah.
breeds and all. It's okay.
So our slogans are like, let's go Desi, don't shop, always adopt.
Okay.
So n number of animals you want. Okay, currently we are housing not less than 45 puppies at a time, and more than 15 kittens. And you won't believe, Mr. Prashant, such pathetic people are there who in plastic covers, in ghonis, just throw animals in markets. ಅವರ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಊಟ ಸಿಗ್ತದೆ ಅಂತ. ಸೊ ಈಗ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸಾಕಿದ ನಾಯಿಯನ್ನು ಮರಿ ಹಾಕಿದ ನಂತರ ರಸ್ತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕುವ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಜನ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ 10 ದಿವಸ 15 ದಿವಸ ಕಣ್ಣು ಬಿಡದೇ ಇರೋ ಪ್ರಾಣಿಗಳನ್ನು ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಎಷ್ಟು ಬೇಕು ನಿಮಗೆ? ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತ್ಕೊಂಡು ಬಾಟಲ್ ಫೀಡಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಸೊ ಯಾರನ್ನು ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ? ಈ ಸಿಸ್ಟಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಡಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲಾ ಪನಿಷ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹೂ ಅಬ್ಯಾಂಡನ್ ದಿಯರ್ ಆನಿಮಲ್ಸ್? ನೋ. ಮಾರ್ಕೆಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬುಟ್ಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ದೆನ್ ಯು ಬ್ಲೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರೇ ಡಾಗ್ಸ್, ಸ್ಟ್ರೇ ಕ್ಯಾಟ್ಸ್. ವೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಮದರ್? ದ ಮದರ್ ಇಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಹೌಸ್. Then how do you blame the stray animals on the streets and say that stray dogs are a nuisance, stray cats are a nuisance? I won't say that. I would say irresponsible pet owners are the nuisance.
Right.
We should identify such people and educate them, which we do. If you can't afford for surgeries, which is hardly any amount, we spend n number of amount on mobile recharge, data and all that, but we still won't spend 1000 rupees on sterilizing our pet.
Right.
So these are all challenges that come in our field. So adoption, right now during COVID time we are doing online adoptions. That is, you will see all our statuses will be adopt, female, male, pictures of our cats, puppies rescued, and we have even up to gone to that extent, like if we are convinced that they're genuine people, we door deliver the animal within city.
Okay.
So that much facility we have made, because during lockdown time and this, our adoption suffered a lot. We had almost 0 adoptions for 3 months because people didn't come out of the house.
Yes, right.
They didn't want to adopt. Then we had media giving all rubbish about cats spreading COVID, dogs spreading COVID, and all that things. So people said, oh, if we adopt a pet here, we may bring COVID into the house. So we had rubbish being written. So all those myths had to be broken. So that has been a challenge. But by God's grace, again, God's will, we have moved on smoothly, and now we are having good adoptions. But it's a challenge every single day, because 5 get adopted, we have 10 coming in, because irresponsible pet owners abandoning animals on the streets has not stopped. So constantly, like through interviews like this, I'm trying to educate people that please neuter your pets. Please, if you don't want unwanted litters, go contact your veterinary doctor, get your animals sterilized. It's a very simple procedure. And for lifelong, your pet is your own, and it's hassle-free.
No need to worry anything. Yes.
And ethically, it is not correct. You are answerable to God one day for what you have done to your animals. Dumping these little ones, taking the little ones away from the mother and putting it on the streets to die.
Let answer for it.
Yes.
Yes. How your rescue team works and what is the area covered and radius?
See, rescues are done by, one is our staff, and the other is by the volunteers, and another is by the public. Okay? So animals which are pretty aggressive, public or our volunteers won't be able to handle.
Okay.
So we have a landline, helpline, where the complaint comes, or it may come to any of us. It's brought to our knowledge. I will send the team to rescue that animal. For example, if there's an accident on the roads, an injured cow, so our vehicle will go pick up the cow and bring it to the hospital, our shelter, and treat the animal till it recovers completely. If at all our volunteer is able to do it, then our volunteer will go bring the animal to the shelter. If at all the public is able to do it, we request, because we want public involvement. It is not possible to attend 20-25 cases at a time in a day. We have a very small setup. We have 8 staff, 3 vehicles only. So we expect, like for injured puppies, injured birds, injured kittens, which are tiny, which can be brought, we want the public to bring, because it's a social work. We all work together. So, and apart from that, for outside Mangalore city, our radius is Mangalore city. Max to max, we'll go up to Talpadi or Mulki and Dilmarga. 20-25 kilometers, provided our vehicles are available. Other than that, I expect people to get the animal to the shelter. Most of the animals, when injured, are totally helpless. So it is easy to bring them. It's only that you need a vehicle. And many times we say, if you can organize a vehicle, we will pay for the charges. Kindly get over, because we are not able to reach out to them. Many a times our volunteers take their own vehicles and go and bring. We had a recent case in Kundapur. A puppy was injured. The rescuer was not willing to bring the puppy. He said he couldn't. So our volunteer went by public bus during COVID, Kundapur,
Sure.
and got the puppy by bus and brought it to the shelter.
Sure.
So we have very committed volunteers. working.
Can you share one story, rescue story
Yes.
to our viewers? That
Sure. Yeah. One of the amazing rescue stories, I mean, the last 20 years we have n number of rescue stories, but some
I
of
know,
them
I
are
know,
very
yeah.
dear to the heart. One is the Damru case.
Okay.
That is this particular little pup who was around 6 months old, a community pup, stray pup, fell into a drum of damar
Damar.
near MR tar. Fortunately, not hot tar. Otherwise, would have been cooked alive.
Yes. Right.
So maybe he was running around and fell into the drum near MRPL,
Okay.
and some passerby saw him
Okay.
and called us. So we went and brought him. When the pup was brought, I was at the shelter. They put him in one plastic goni and then put him. I was wondering what is this black thing, because
Oh
I
my
could see
God.
only 2 eyes and he couldn't move the eyes much, and the entire body was black with leaves and other things and hay stuck onto it.
Only eyes were moving.
Yeah,
that's all.
only eyes that you could make out something was there because of the eyes.
Oh.
And half here, everything completely covered in tar from top to bottom. And to get the plastic out from underneath also was a Herculean task for us.
Yes.
So what we did immediately, we put on our rescue group that we need volunteers, and our volunteers just poured in because it was not possible with only 5 staff.
Right.
So all of us put on the gloves, got vegetable oil, and started massaging the oil out. So this entire process took around 3 days because you can't stress out the animal. You
Correct.
can't keep massaging throat and remove.
Yeah.
So first day, then rest, then hydration, then again second day rest and hydration, and then third day the entire downward was cleared.
It was
And
tar free.
Tar free, pain free, and normal.
And
Fortunately, there were no burns inside or anything. He
okay.
was with us for nearly 2-3 months after that. Then we left him back. But he was very happy, puppy. Actually,
That's a 3 days work.
3 days. 3 days.
And the total quantity
Around
of
I
oil.
think 12 to 13 liters of oil that was used. And it was like all black. We have the video uploaded on our YouTube channel.
Yeah. I've seen
So-
ma'am. It is a touching story. It
Yeah.
is.
And the animal cooperated so well. That was the thing. He knew help was coming in. And after the first massage itself, he drank a lot of milk, and it was the happiest sight for us because he was so thirsty. God knows for how many days he was in that condition. Every society has different types of people.
Right.
Okay? Some people love animals, some people don't love animals, some people don't like people, some people like people.
Yes.
Okay? There's so much of politics. But what happens is that everybody has a right to do certain things which is legal.